I don't know what to do with. Hey, I'm Edie.
I'm Judy,
and
together we're the
Rainbow
Rainbow Grannies. Hey! We're back here. It is Sunday morning, 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, and it is a rainy day. It's a rainy day. Edie heard the wind blowing this morning, but
It was whistling through the windows, so that made me think the windows aren't tight. And you can hear the whistling.
Through the window.
You can hear it. That's what I think it was.
But what, they whistling through the window? Oh. So that means we got to caulk the window?
Which caulk should we use? The black caulk or the white caulk? What caulk do you think we should use? You know what? Would you please send us a message and let us know what kind of caulk we should use to caulk the windows? Should we use a black caulk or a white caulk? Or should we just call a handyman or woman and let them decide what kind of caulk they would like to use?
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Yes, because I think everybody should have their choice on what kind of caulk they should use. Don't you?
Yes, I do.
I don't think we should push on anybody what kind of caulk they should use. Good morning on TikTok. How y'all doing? We're just sitting up here discussing caulks. I mean caulk.
Of the window.
For caulking the windows. I noticed, I think the bathtub in the bathroom I use too could use a little more caulk around it too. Morning, Kate. How you doing? Kate on YouTube. Good morning. Thank you very much. And thank you for, can you minimize and put a thumbs up and get the thumbs up going on TikTok? And you guys, on TikTok, on YouTube. And you guys over here on TikTok, can you tap the screen for me?
Oh, you can't see me. There I am.
I'm trying. Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much, Diana. And thank you, Brent. Let's see.
Oh, and Cindy Carroll's back. Not the one we camp with.
Okay, not the camping Cindy Carroll.
Morning to the loving.
You know what, Cindy, though? You really should. Camping. You know what, Cindy, that doesn't camp? You should really.
Well, she camp, but not with her.
You should meet the other Cindy.
Yeah,
she is so nice.
Well, that would be a hoot, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, but I think she said she knows how to set up and tear down too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine having two of them around?
Wow. Especially might be in the name.
I don't care what we want to call them. It's just to have two people that set up and tear down.
But it must be the name. I think everybody should name their kid Cindy Carroll, so that they'll all know how to camp.
It make it a lot easier, huh?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
What's your name, Cindy Carroll?
Oh, you know how to set up a camp site, don't you? And so here's also.
Hey, Kelly Brown, how you doing? Our day is going good. Our Sunday.
There's also Kate saying, good morning, my favorite Rainbow Granny. Did you guys do anything fun yesterday, or do you have anything fun planned for today?
Well, we did do something kind of fun yesterday. For one, we went to lunch with a friend, and it was nice.
Yeah, Indian restaurant. I love Indian
see
food.
if I can fix you into here somehow.
Oh, yeah, I'm leaning forward to be able to read. That's what's going on.
So
okay. And Kate said, did you go to the parade? We did not go to the parade yesterday. Don't say it like that.
Well, I'm going to tell it like it is. I'm going to tell it like it is. I'm not going downtown in that rain and staying there for St. Patrick's Day. I mean, for one, I don't drink.
I didn't even do that when I was 20.
I think if I drank, it would have been like, yeah, let's go, have green beer, But
the only time I stood in the rain for anything was when it was, when it was like a lesbian music band or something. Then I would stand in the rain and dance in the rain. But
yeah, but that was 20 years ago.
Right.
Now you dance in the rain. I'm saying, you'll be laid up for 3 days.
But I mean, even 20 years ago, I wouldn't dance in the rain for anybody unless it was a lesbian rock band or something.
So I must have this a lot higher than what I normally do.
Cindy said that she's from Texas, camped all her life. Just can't anymore now.
Yeah, there we go. Maybe that'll help. Because I was
I think
looking
I'll
up.
Once we get this up and we can.
But I had it up from where we were doing that thing yesterday. Yesterday we also snapped beans.
Yeah.
We snapped fresh green beans, and then I cooked them with smoked turkey and potatoes and onions And I didn't eat any because, it was late in the evening for me. But Judy had some. So how was the green beans? Yeah.
Perfecto. They're all good. I have to get a flag because it's somebody's birthday today.
So you mean, what does Judy's T-shirt say? Judy's T-shirt
I think
is
mine is
a California Pride.
that somebody
One
sent
of the
us.
nice people that watch us on here, they sent Judy that nice Pride T-shirt from California. So
Right.
for everybody that doesn't know us, I'm Edie.
I'm Judy,
and
together we're the Rainbow Grannies.
We come on here every Saturday and Sunday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we are part of the LGBT plus community. We are so nice and lucky to be able to have nice moderators that help keep the peace and everything. So if you want to say something mean, this isn't the place to do it, because this is a place where we just have like this little safe zone for all the people that are LGBT or all the people that support LGBT, and we just have coffee and we talk about whatever it is.
And if you want to say something mean, there's a whole lot of sites you can do that at, especially lately.
So we also have a YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies. And so on the front of my profile, if you click on there, it'll take you right to our YouTube channel, and that way you can subscribe to that. There's no cost to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It just lets you know that every time we put up a video. And I'll tell you the truth, TikTok can be kind of sometime, but on YouTube, we pretty much say anything we want to say over there. And so we have a lot of videos on there that are recorded and stuff like that, things that you can learn or have fun with, So anybody got any questions and anything they'd like to talk about?
Somebody's birthday wanted a happy birthday wish from us, and so put your name down again, put it against that. It's all scrolled up. So I don't know your name, so we can't shout out your name yet.
Okay, how did we meet? We met at the Ohio Women's Festival. It was 12 years ago or so. We were hanging out at the festival, having ourselves a good old time. And
I caught Edie's eye, and she followed me.
No. It's a total different story. No. What happened was, I was the year before, I was hanging out at the fire pit with everybody, having a good time, dancing, doing my thing. And, she creeped up and was like checking me out. So she liked me so much. The next year, she came back and hunted me down. And this time I let her catch me. I let her catch me, and I'm glad I did.
I got her early morning. She couldn't run fast enough.
I think this is not going to charge.
Avintoir, something like that. Okay, that's kiss these.
No, keep going.
Thank you for the gift. So we got a happy birthday for you. We're gonna call you Avintoir. Here, wait. I can look at here.
Anyway, happy birthday. Sometimes things get to be a little rough, and you don't know if it's like, go ahead.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Shout hooray. Hooray.
It's what I came to say.
Another
Another year older and wiser too.
Hey,
happy birthday to you. Hey, happy birthday.
21.
Is that
21,
old, huh?
21.
Do you remember 21? Thank you very much for the gifts.
I don't remember my 21 as well as I remember everybody else's 21 in the generation after me, because I took them all gambling.
Oh, yeah. I took my daughter. That was what I did for her too. I took her to the casino for her 21st birthday too. And we were bored out of our brain because I don't gamble. So I don't even understand those machines they got.
Yeah.
I don't even get it. So
yeah, and that's what I said in my family. I came home, told my mom, don't have to worry about the grandkids. None of them are going to become addicted to gambling.
Well, it was just like,
they wouldn't even put a $2 bet on a horse race.
Well, we played a little bit, me and my daughter, but we didn't even understand. Only way we knew if we would have won was maybe the machine would have just carried on or whatnot. But I couldn't tell what to do with those machines. It's awful. Thank you very much for all the new followers. Let's see. I love that song. Happy birthday to all of us, March babies. That's true. Right. Yep.
So I'm going to see if I can get this working.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not charging me.
Yeah.
So, hey, Chris Cooley, how you doing? It's good to see you. I want to thank Mickey for being our latest follower here. Let's see. Me and my wife eloped in September before the election. Well, congratulations. So I suppose everything's going pretty good, huh, Quill, however you say your name. So because we are still kind of newlyweds, but I mean, you guys are newlyweds, right? So everything's going pretty good, and you're gonna keep her around and everything. Okay, Avila says, y'all have a wonderful day.
Thank
Thank you
y'all
for
for
the
the.
birthday and positive vibes.
Oh, you're welcome,
Sam's
Aviana.
mama is the newest follower too. So you're loving it, huh? So tell me, Quill. I mean, what part of it are you loving the most? What is it about marriage? And this goes with straight marriages, gay marriages, all the marriages. Hey, do me a favor too. I should have did this while there was more and more people in here. If you get a chance, tap your screen here. Just tap 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 tap. Tap your screen and real quick.
Keep tapping till you get confetti.
Yeah, keep tapping so it'll help bring those numbers up. I see there's only 3,000 likes right now. So, what part of your marriage, your new marriage, are you loving the best? What is it that's making being married just great? Tell me. I can't wait to find out. I wonder what
There's
it has
probably
to be.
something in the settings.
Yep.
Oh, light here. Yep.
I bet you that's what it is. Something.
Yeah. We're trying to see the comments we get on YouTube, so we have another computer up closer to it, but it's too bright and we don't know how to fix the screen.
So I'm waiting to see. Okay, James S is our latest follower here. So thank you very much for the rose, James. The rose from Oregon. So I think I'll talk about what makes our marriage so wonderful.
Why do you like being married?
Well, because I like having someone to count on. I like knowing that there's someone there that loves me and cares about me and worries about if I don't make it home, or if I'm sick, somebody bring me a blanket, or just, I don't know. I mean, just knowing that there's somebody there that cares, because I remember being single and older and single like this. And there was times where I sat there with my bottle, and I could sing a country music song. Really, I sat there with my bottle, and I never really thought too much about it. But there were times where it was like, you just wish you had somebody there to talk to or whatever. So I think, that's pretty much just knowing there's somebody there to count on.
Somebody there to count on, who loves you.
Yep.
Loves you.
Somebody loves you. Anybody know anything about a MacBook and how you would lighten up the screen?
Get a tablet and pen.
Can't seem to. We're going to have to take it somewhere then.
Yeah, it's probably an easy fix with the control,
Uh-oh, I found it.
Oh, good.
Oh, it's you that kept messing it up.
What's that?
When you would set your phone up there, you set it on the button. There's a light button. There's a sunshine button. All right, we got it.
Oh, good.
Yes,
Oh, good.
thank you. Destin said it's one of the buttons on the top row. You're right, Destin. It is one of the buttons on the top row. There we go. Oh my God. Yeah, I thought it was dead. It's probably far from dead now. Let's see. Oh yeah. Look, we're getting all kinds. What? You want a piece of paper?
Yeah, I'll go.
Judy's hunting for a piece of paper, but we got a lot of paper right here. So what's going on with you guys today? Last week we went to that play and it got canceled. So we ended up they had like these singers there because it was a musical, and so the singers sang for the musical, and it was really nice. So this week they rescheduled, and so we're going to that, and so I couldn't possibly, because you know how crazy I am about fashion. There's no way I can possibly wear the same outfit to the play that I wore last week, even though the play was canceled. So now, the green beans. I haven't had a bowl of them. Judy had a little bit last night. She said it was really good. So yesterday we sat here and made snap beans and smoked turkey.
Yeah, smoked turkey with potatoes and onions and green beans. And there's a fresh green bean not from our garden, but from somebody's garden, before it got canned or frozen. It was really good.
No, I don't need to go shopping for clothes, honey. Believe me. I got so much stuff upstairs. It's just a matter of deciding what I'm going to, pick out and everything. It's just last week I had it all figured out.
Okay, so let's see what some of these
So now we
comments
can
on
actually see the
here.
YouTube screen. So we'll roll through that and see what everybody. Hey Disney, how you doing? It's good to see you.
Okay, didn't start in the rain. We left. Oh, this is the
So
parade left.
So Carol says, when talking about relationships
Right.
there, she misses talking and communicating easily.
Right. Okay. And
And then misunderstood says, that's cute how you did your name. She's misunderstood. Miss as in misunderstood.
Oh,
Isn't
okay,
that
the
cute?
name.
Yeah. She's commenting on my gray hair and how
Oh,
good it's looking today.
yeah.
Bam, my curls is popping. Thank you very much. I went this week and I got it trimmed, which trimmed ended up like a little more than I was kind of hoping. But I'm really glad that I went on and bit the bullet because it grows back real quick. Thank you, Brady, for being a new follower. Thank you, Casey, for being a new follower. Hey, Kelly Brown, how's dinner going? We're going to go to dinner. All right. Let's see. Cynthia Porter. In a long distance relationship, it's difficult because I have trust issues. I like her butt.
And then
you like her butt as in two B's or one B? You like it as in
and I keep dying my gray hair will never see the light of day again.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know about that. Mine neither. I keep coloring my hair too.
So Kelly's making a roast today.
Mm-hmm. So long distance relationships and what do you like about being married? I like these topics. So listen, I like long distance relationships because I tend to lose myself in a relationship, and if I'm with somebody all the time, I start to lose myself.
But you know what? When you say those kind of things,
well,
Judy,
I have more to say.
Okay, go ahead.
But here I am with Edie, and she understood this too about getting lost in a relationship. And we're also, I don't know, older and wiser, and have learned some lessons along the way. I think if we had a long distance relationship, I would miss Edie terribly. I would miss her terribly now. And, it'll even be like there's a week where I'm just working all day and all evening. And we come to the end of the week and all I can do is go up to Edie and I'm hugging her and I say, I miss you so much. And I mean, I'm in this room working and she's in that room doing her
that
thing.
That is a bit lost in a relationship.
No, huh?
Well, when you're in the room next door and you do come over and have lunch.
I come over and have lunch, but I don't relax because I'm eating and hurry up, have to get back to work.
Yeah.
And so I noticed missing you. Well, you know that because I came over to you a few times last week. That I feel like it's been so long since I've seen you. So, and that's the thing. We can sit on the chair and watch TV, and that's not really being together unless we're watching some kind of movie together and laughing about it together.
Right.
Or getting scared together.
So it's rainy and stuff today. Yeah. Last week when we went to the play, we didn't have hiking clothes with us. And we went up to this one cemetery that was so cool because it had stones in it from like the 1800s. I love that kind of stuff, exploring like old stuff like that, finding like old rundown or whatever, abandoned cemeteries or old cemeteries and reading the stones and trying to figure out, I love doing that kind of stuff. So with it raining and everything today, it's going to be hard because I thought even if we went to the play, we put our old clothes or old pants and hiking shoes in the car and go for it. But I don't think we're going to be able to do it today.
And we know how to change in the car because we did that in Kentucky when we drove past the Pride Festival. We hurried up in the parking lot and put our Pride shirts on and came to the festival.
Hey, Stace Fates, thank you for being a new follower. And Gemini Blues, thank you for being a new follower. Okay, everybody is here right now. Hurry up and follow right now so that I can go right down through the list. And make sure while you're following, you tap in the screen like that because we need them numbers. Okay, Permanently Bewildered is a new follower. Permanently Bewildered. You know what? I think it's so cool when people take and use like creative names like that. Vanessa Barrett, thank you very much for being a new follower. Let's see. Who else? Oh, Kate or Kat. Kat, thank you very
We're getting
much.
kisses.
Yeah.
Lots
Let's
of gifts
see.
this morning.
Cindy is a new follower. Come on, keep going. Follow, and tap the screen. Tap the screen so I can. Yeah, I couldn't. Let's see. Sabrina, thank you very much. Bailey Ray, thank you very much. That's so nice, because I sometimes I look and I see people that came along a lot after us, and it's just like they're like zooming out there, and it's like, wow. Let's see, I am a new follower too. Not sure if you saw it earlier, Kasara. I didn't see it earlier, but I see you now.
All right.
So Bailey Ray says we're a good-looking couple. Thank you, Bailey Ray. You got good eyes.
And Nate Disney here. I don't think we thought. I mean, I didn't see the book, the picture of the books you sent, but we gave a shout out last time when you named the books. Name them again.
Hey,
we have some book recommendations. One book is about, just written by people who are non-binary, I guess, and it's just a very upbeat book. So instead of, what's so hard about living this life, it's more of, here are all of us and we live this life.
Right. Because this is our lives. And so all we can do is just live it, have ourselves a good time at it, and do what we do. Let's see. Carol says, I don't like TikTok much anymore, but that's where tour focus is.
Oh, that's where our focus is. And so she might leave because we're not looking at YouTube. You know what, Carol? Hang on, because Carol, because we can look this way too. What's happening is that on TikTok, there's a gazillion people there who are commenting.
Right. And it scrolls really fast. And I'm trying so hard. And so mainly we are trying so hard to build our YouTube channel. We're trying to get more followers and more subscribers. So what we do is we try to, use it through our TikTok, to be able to pull these people over from TikTok over to our YouTube channel to help it grow, so.
And yeah, we do see your comments on here. If you're asking that, I know there's
no worries. It's hard to split focus.
Totally understand. Oh, okay. So it's about us splitting focus. Let me give you kisses.
Yeah. So at the end,
hey
Cindy, maybe you can help us. You know how like at the end of our show here, we try to come up with a really good secret. Maybe if you can think of something to help us figure out what is a good secret that we share. Because you know how at the end of our show, we go over to YouTube. And one of the reasons, and everybody knows why we do that, is to pull as many people from the TikTok over to the YouTube to help it grow. So that they come over there and they hear our secret. Who asked who to
get married?
Well,
Edie let me know that she was ready to get married, and then she waited for me to ask her. And she knew she was going to have to wait a while, so she was very patient about it. But she kept reminding me with these giant diamond rings from the dollar store that she was ready.
Yep.
Welcoming everyone from Pittsburgh together 11 years. And married sweet. Oh, okay. Chris is letting folks know about how long we've been together.
Yeah, thank you very much. So I'm going to go get me coffee.
You're going to go get your coffee?
Yeah.
And, look at this. We're here. We got a couple books because it's Women's History Month. So we got a book called 100 Unknown Women Who Built Cities, Sparked Revolutions, and Massively Crashed It. She caused a riot. Haven't read it yet, but that's the book I want to read. Here we go. And then we've got a book called A History of the World in 21 Women. And so I thought that'd be cool to read too. And something that I noticed about these books, I went to the library, Edie and I were at the library together, and we were just browsing through, and all of a sudden up on the shelf were all these books about women and all these books written by women. I thought, this is really cool. Women's section in the library. And it's like all these, and I didn't even think of it yet as a women's section. I just thought, oh, cool, all these women authors. But you know what's going to happen at the end of this month? All these books are going to disappear back to the shelf. And I'm thinking, why are they just always out, Because what happens is when the books are out and they're all written by men, nobody even questions that. They don't say, this must be the men's section of the library. So, yeah. So, let's see. We've got Nick is here saying, good morning, ladies. There would be no Brooklyn Bridge if it wasn't for a woman. Really? You know more than I know. I didn't even know that. So there would be, none of us would be sitting here if it wasn't for women. But that's another story.
Mm-hmm.
Ida B. Wells Barnett, Nellie Bly, all these cool women. And then
Okay.
there was
Okay.
not much. Oh,
Okay.
Edie didn't want to sit down on the book. How come? Did it raise you up too high?
It would make my ass smarter than my head.
It would make your ass smarter than your head.
Let's see. Nick says one. Okay, you read that about the Brooklyn Bridge.
So I'll try to look at a few of these passages to tell you about some of the women that they
Follow the
write in the
Rainbow
future.
Good afternoon, ladies. Thank you very much. Hey, I want to make sure we say hey to Rachel and Destin and Chris Cooley and anyone else out there that's a moderator. Thank you very much for keeping the peace and making it fun.
That's right.
Let's see. Lori, how you doing? It's good to see you. And Sharon, let's see. You guys are so cute. Aw, thank you. We're like a bug in a puppy's ear. No. Did they say something like that?
I never heard that one before.
I don't think that, or maybe like a puppy's
but
ear.
That's interesting.
What is that thing where you're just cute as a bug in a... I don't think no bugs are really cute.
Good morning. I'm from Mississippi. And I'm currently 4 years together with my wife and 5 kids.
Okay. Aurora says bug in a rug. I don't know. I don't think bugs in the rugs is cute. You got to call an exterminator. Mm-hmm. That's not good.
It's not just a bug in the rug.
And Carol says, cute as a bug's ear. That's what I'm saying. And I just don't think a bug's ear would be cute either. If we could see it, I bet it's not a good thing to see. Wonder who thought that one up. Must have been a man.
What's that?
Must have been a man. No, that sounds like something that some woman thought up somewhere,
Cute as a bug's ear.
Yeah. You must have to use not binoculars, but a big old magnifying glass to see what a beard looks like.
Yeah, spiders have adorable paws.
Ew. No, they don't. I know most of you guys know about the night that I got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, like so many of us do. And when I came back, and I want to thank God right now that I had put the light on. Because sometimes you know how you just get up, you go to the bathroom, come back, and just fall right back in bed like it's nothing.
You know where it is.
I turned the light on, looked down, and there was a dead spider that the cats had put in my bed that was about the size of a quarter. Because I laid a quarter beside it so that I would be, and took a picture of it because I wanted everybody else to see how big this spider was. And it was dead, but it wasn't like stiff dead. It was like newly dead. Like it probably might even had a pulse still going, pulsing through those 8
legs.
Mm-hmm. Even though they was rolled up.
Kitty cat left you a present.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And I can't trust them now. Just can't trust them.
And I got to turn the lights on every time you go.
I can't walk through the hallway because there's a cat toy in the hallway, and I don't know if it's real or not.
Yeah, well, what they used to do is put a toy mouse. The builder cat would put a toy mouse in the water and then put it back out on the carpet. So we'd step on a wet, squishy mouse.
Yes,
in the dark. In another country, they eat spiders. All right, thank you, Chris.
Well, which country is it, Chris? Because that makes sure that we don't go to that one. I did see, I think on one of them shows where they have the spiders that are like about this big and they like cook them.
All right, I don't even need to think about that. Shane, you watched the show, didn't you? Well,
I think it was one of them survival. I think one of them survival shows.
Well, that's different. Okay, so let's see. I have a grandfather who was a prisoner of war, and that's where he ended up eating spiders. He said he ate anything he could grab. That they starves you.
Yeah.
So somebody had asked us for advice here. I'm trying to scroll down to it.
We are full of advice. If you got something you need to ask some advice, this is who you ask.
Do you have advice? Well, you're going to need to explain this to me. This is, I can't see your name. Oh, it's a duck. Your name is a duck. Cool, that's cool. A mallard is a duck with a green head.
Okay.
Do you have advice for fellow WLWS dating at a young age? And so you got to first help me know what.
Here, wait. Where's it at? 'Cause it means
WLWS.
women.
Women loving women?
Yes. And I don't know what the S
Oh,
is.
okay.
Like, does that mean like singles? Or hey, just write it out for us. You just got to write it out for us. What did it mean?
And Angela's here from Scotland.
What do you girls think about who's in the White House now? I don't know who's down there. I want to know, let's see, how is the move past insecurities from past relationships to keep the one healthy? I'm in therapy. You know what? I mean, that's all I can think you can do is, and trust. You got somewhere we got to figure out trust. Now that one, I'm trying to figure out what WLWS stands for. So could you please write it out there, what it means, so we'll know exactly what it is. And I just saw where my cousin just popped in here. Hey, Margie, how you doing? It's good to see you.
So Angela, you're the one who's here from Scotland. I think that I'm 53, just came out during lockdown. How do I find my forever queen?
And well, I know everybody always asks me how to keep them.
Duct tape.
Duct tape. Anyway, no, you know, I don't know. I don't know what you do in Scotland or what, but I do know that
there are meetup groups here in the United States, and they're probably everywhere. Meetup groups where, you know, you find an activity you're interested in, and you go to the meetup group, doing those activities, and there's going to be lots of people and people who know people. I mean, sometimes it's not about just finding a person. It's about what's not about socializing.
Those, right? They're not a dating app. They're a place where you go and find somebody that's common interest. You know, it wouldn't matter if it's like a hang gliding meetup group or a bike riding meetup group, or you know, somebody. I mean, if there's nobody at that group, by the time you get to know those people and you have lunch and dinner and all those kind of stuff, somebody's got a cousin or a friend or something like that there.
Right, because even Edie and I each went to the Women's Music Festival in Ohio. We didn't know each other, but we each went with a group of, you know, a separate group of friends. And I went just to enjoy the festival. I wasn't going there to cruise to find somebody, but lo and behold, Edie, I met Edie the one year and she scared the bejeebies out of me. And then the next year I was actually looking for her.
Well, thank you very much, Ronnie, for loving on my North Face shirt. I forget where I was at. Oh, I was up at that Dick's Sporting Goods outlet, and they had these up there. They were like $7. I was like, I'll take a couple of them.
I'm on Ohio and 32 and have no luck in real life or on app. Finding somebody. And then there's another thing. So Edie and I have both also heard from some folks who say, I'm only interested in women who are 6 feet tall,
blonde hair, big boobs, wide butt, you know, and is a lawyer.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like sometimes you got to adjust. You know, and realize that, I mean, I'm not saying you got to find the homeless guy down on the corner.
And we're not saying lower your expectations and your need. We're saying be realistic. What is it that you really do need in a person? Do you really need a person who's 6 feet tall?
Right.
And is a lawyer? I mean, really? Or are you saying you want somebody maybe who has a profession?
Or just I can understand that.
A good income,
or just somebody that's fun.
Income matters to you.
Look, that requirement list was wild. It's true though. There are some people that, I mean, if somebody doesn't have a certain kind of job, and I mean, when I was looking, and I really wasn't looking, I wasn't really looking for Judy, even though I did always like nerds. I did always like nerds.
I know. I told Edie yesterday when we were driving, it suddenly occurred to me, I said, I'm glad you like people who have a big butt and they're the nerd, because that means you still like me.
What's it saying there?
Nate's saying, when I said that what she came out with is untrue and that I'm a trans man, she told me that I was wrong and that I'm really just a butch lesbian. This must be some conversation that's going on.
Okay. Wow.
And And Cindy saying, "Oh boy,
Hi, Mia.
oh blah da, life goes on."
Let's see.
I know. You know what, Nate? People, I don't know why that thing has come out. I've heard that before too, and it just boggled my mind. Once somebody, I met somebody online, and they were saying, "What do you think about trans women?" I think they're just butch women who don't want to admit they're butch. And I wrote back to her and said, "Do you really think somebody would go through all the stuff they have to go through to transition?" And I started listening to stuff, and I never heard back from her. I guess she
Right.
just wanted to believe what she wanted to believe and just be prejudiced. Maybe she was a butch lesbian and
Thank
she
you.
just felt like, and maybe she just felt like when people transitioned, like it was some kind of insult to her personally or something. I don't know.
So Mia just wants somebody with decent conversation and somebody who can be trustworthy. I understand that. That's there are certain things I'm funny about. You know, good hygiene. Good hygiene is a good one, right?
Good hygiene is a good one.
Yeah.
So here, I think side three had asked it a few times, and I couldn't find it again. Any
Sorry.
advice for young folks at the community trying to navigate the thing we called life? Life is a journey.
Oh man.
Navigate it. That's number one. If you're a young person, you've got a whole lot of choices and risks to take and joys to enjoy and letdowns, all kind of things going on. And so how to, let's see, surround yourself with good people who are trustworthy.
Mm-hmm.
Accept that everybody has flaws and makes mistakes.
Mm.
Mistakes can be forgivable because we all make them. And if we get mad at someone for making a mistake and we're never friends again, we find ourselves very, very lonely.
Yeah.
And understand that we make mistakes, because if we don't make mistakes, that means we're not doing anything but sitting in a chair watching TV.
Well, there's nobody to appreciate if we did make one or not make one because you're sitting there alone.
Right.
So it doesn't much matter.
How to navigate, get an education. I think getting an education is good.
Yeah.
I think,
if that's, I think if that's something that you're into.
Well, I mean, an education is all kinds of ways to get an education.
Right. I'm just tired and I don't want to.
Yeah. Well, if you're talking about somebody who's young.
Well, you know what, too, though? I can't say that because remember I did take a couple classes the past couple weeks in like different stuff with my plants and stuff. If you notice, I got a lot of plants around me, and
that's what somebody else just here said too. It's not the destination; it's all about the journey.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good morning, Marjorie. How you doing? What's going on up there? Let's see. It's not the. Oh, okay. You just read that. Good morning, ladies. Hey, Tasha. How you doing? Thank you. Great advice. Much love to both of you. Thank you, Zal. And if I mispronounce your name, please forgive me. Because it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So what else? What else is going on?
There's another question. Yeah, well, there's a pausing question from you guys. I'll ask you a question.
Okay.
If rainbow wasn't your favorite color, what it would be your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue.
I think blue is my favorite color.
How long has blue been your favorite
color? But I don't know anymore because look, now I just changed my mind just like that because I really love this green like that we have going on here.
Yeah.
And I just maybe because it depends on what it's for.
Local small town, they are GLBT, not LGBT, because they were the men who started it. My concern is, and then we ran out of characters.
And Margie said she's doing good and she loves it both. How you do that thing?
What's that?
That's that heart.
Yeah. Why heart?
People do it all the time.
Oh yeah.
I always have trouble doing it with my hands. See, my hands don't never work right. Okay. Anyway. Hey, Angela, thank you for being a new follower. Let's see.
Not all people will join or feel welcome. Okay. What if it's LGBT or GLBT?
Yeah, I think anything that has to do with any kind of the community, usually people feel welcome. And you throw a gay pride flag on the corner of a building that has a business there, and it makes people feel a whole lot more welcome, to be able to come and enjoy themselves and shop and spend their money and have their cup of tea or whatever.
Right. I think what they're talking about though is this town, the small town that goes by GLBT instead of LGBT. People won't feel welcomed, and I think you're right. I think the reason they switched it is because everything was always about gay men, and everybody else felt excluded because everything was for gay men. Let's have pride. It's us gay men. Let's have this. And so they started putting the L first. I don't remember. Somebody explained when they started putting the L first, but I just always do because I always just put the female first because otherwise they're not seen.
So, Kareem
True.
says a true and a safe feeling. And that's what you get by knowing that you're going someplace safe, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and that's everywhere. That's small towns. That's the city. That's when you go out of the country traveling, and then you see a rainbow flag. I mean, we point them out all the time.
All the time. Hey, Blue Opal, thank you very much for being the newest follower. Mwah! Don't you just love it? Ain't you having a good time? So, everybody having coffee this morning? Can you do me a favor and type in this comments here? When you see a lag like that, type in the comments where you're from. Let's see. So, over here on YouTube, I do realize, I mean, now I'm thinking more about, YouTube feeling left out, and I don't know what to do about it besides film it at a different time. And then we have to have conversation to feed into it. Let's see.
I worked at an art gallery in Asheville. We had bad reviews because of pride flag. The owners were gay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Columbus.
Well,
hey, Elaine, she's Columbus.
Oh,
Louisiana. Go ahead. Keep Rural
okay.
Valley, Pennsylvania. Currently at work in Butler.
I got confused for a second. I was thinking that the exhibit got bad reviews, but you're saying the museum got bad
Coral
reviews.
Springs, Florida. Thank you very much for joining us. Anybody on TikTok or on YouTube, please make sure you minimize the conversation and put a thumbs up. Let's see. Northern Kentucky, Texas, South Dakota, Louisiana.
I'm going to refill our coffee while you read out where everybody's from.
Okay. So I want to thank you all for joining us and hanging out with us. Anybody that isn't following us, make sure you're following us now. Today, our agenda is we're going to this play this afternoon in West Virginia. So I'm pretty familiar with West Virginia. I'm originally from Ohio, right across the river from Wheeling, West Virginia. Hey, Kate Evergray, how you doing? Thank you for being a new follower. And Sweet D, GSN, yeah, I don't know. Thank you for being a new follower too. Kathy said she'd like cream and sugar in hers. Judy, Kathy wants cream and sugar in hers. Okay, good morning from Texas. And Geo says, followed our live. And let's see, Jessie is from North Carolina. And she said, please, with an LOL. And that was nice because good morning from Vegas. How you doing? So let's see. And Nate would like to have some coffee too. So Nate, do you not use TikTok anymore? Or you're just being like a good person and following us on our YouTube? I just wondered, because I don't see you over here on TikTok anymore. Oh, thank you very much for all the gifts. This is true. Anybody that sees that little heart up there at the top, just click on that little heart there. Oh, you know what, Pirate? Don't even worry about it. I mean, you're asking questions and we answer them if we can. I thank everybody for the gifts because everybody that knows, you send these gifts and at the end of every 2 weeks or so, TikTok sends us a nice little check, and it's not a lot, but it's enough to, buy us some pizza and stuff. Let's see. Kathy says, I heard a lot of people are going to YouTube because it's easier to monetize and less restrictive. Well, I don't know about easier to monetize because I know you do have to have your 1,000 followers, but then you got to have those watch hours. And that's the problem with it. It's like we have everything we need except for watch hours. We need for people to be over there watching. We need to get 4,000 watch hours in 1 year period in order to monetize. Let's see. So you found eggs. Stop it. You found eggs at Whole Foods for $3.50. I'd be scared to eat a $3.50 egg. Good Lord. Second, it's easy. Okay. Nay says, please have coffee for me, ladies. And then second is easier to comment seen here. I understand because over here they roll fast. Let's see, I get my eggs. Mia says she gets her eggs for $3. We paid. Judy, what did you pay for them eggs yesterday?
What?
What did you pay for them eggs yesterday?
$10 and some cents.
$10 and something cents. Judy paid for an 18 count thing of eggs yesterday. Let's see, somebody's talking about monetizing my TikTok here. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. It's a small town, and a man said I should make my own. I got 12 for $9. Shoot. Trader Joe's has them around. No way. Maybe we'll stop somewhere today. You know, I mean, I've never really, I mean, we've always eaten eggs, but now it's kind of like, I don't know if I want to eat them or not. They're so hard to find. Buy hens. Who's going to come here? Right. Sudi, that's a good idea. Buy the hens and sell my eggs, and then I don't even have to worry about monetizing my TikTok or my YouTube or anything. Just sell my eggs. Did you see the video we made where I was like an egg dealer and I rolled up on the street and said, psst, psst, Judy? She came over and I sold her some eggs. I think I sold her 4 eggs for $50. Mm-hmm. Thank you very much for the new follows. Let's see, post it again. Oh, yeah, I guess I will. I'll run it again. Let's see. Oh, okay. You guys all seen it. That's good. Jennifer Taylor, thank you for being a new follower. So Judy's eggs is a hot topic. I know. Let's talk about something else, something funny, because that ain't even funny, huh? So the eggs ain't funny. Hey, Nate. Nate is in the UK. Nate, can you tell me, are eggs as expensive over there as they are here? Are you noticing the big thing with the
Are
eggs?
you affected by the bird flu?
Let's see, you guys selling those cups? No, but we should be.
So, apologize for being gone so long, but you'll all be happy to know that there's a fresh pot of coffee brewing, and so when you're all ready for your next cup, I'll have it here for you.
All right, okay? Now that's what I'm talking about.
Now, we got a question here earlier, I remember now. I just remembered back that somebody said it was something to the effect of, how do I let the bad stuff I feel from past relationships not interfere with new ones?
Okay. And how do you do that?
And how do you do that? Well, let's see. You get older, and so then stress doesn't bother you as much because everything just slows down. No, because we all face that.
A lot of it, I mean, I've said it before, but a lot of the things that bothered you in your youth no longer bother you anymore. It's not, I mean, there are certain rules in relationships, and all relationships are different. Some things that are tolerable for the people across the street are not tolerable for me. So if they're in like open relationships and all that kind of stuff, they already have their rules. Right. So I just think that now that we've gotten older, there's so many things that don't bother me that would have bothered me so bad before. And because we've learned to adjust, it's like, I want to be happy. Judy wants to be happy. So on Monday night, some of the little things that we do is, if Judy's out at her dad's house and she comes home and I haven't set the garbage out, she puts the garbage out, and neither one of us ever like say a word to each other about, you didn't take the garbage out or nothing like that, because those things are so minor now in the realm of things. But back in the old days, something like setting the garbage out would have set me off. Yeah.
Why can't you ever put the garbage out?
Right.
And I think it's about something else, and I don't know what that something else is.
You mean it's being mad about the garbage? Or?
Yeah, no, about anybody. When you're mad about something that now just looks like something trivial, there's something else going on.
That's exactly it too, Sweet D. I'm gonna fix that. Pick your battles. I mean, those are so unnecessary, But back in the day, those kind of things would have set me off. Now, if I find something that like sets me off, or it doesn't really set me off, something that I find annoying or whatever, I just take my coffee, go in there, sit down in my chair, open up my phone, and just do my thing. Because honestly, if you're upset and worked up about something, if you give yourself an hour or so, it's usually gone.
Yeah.
Or by tomorrow, you
Yeah.
know, or just if you think about, is it really worth it?
Yeah, I mean, one of these minor things like that, they disappear. Now, I think the question was somebody said how they have trust issues from past relationships, and how do they not let it interfere with the new one? And trust issues, I mean, we're always looking at things about, oh, how do you ensure if it's a repetitive issue, though? You know what? Something that I've thought about,
Yes.
repetitive issues. A repetitive issue means the person's not going to change. This is who they are. So we would look at my parents, right? My mom always cleaned things up and would always complain about something about my dad left his shoes again on the floor. Well, they were married for 60 some years. They sure didn't divorce over that. All she did was just complain
Yeah,
and
let
forget
vent.
about it.
She
Yeah,
vent a
just
little
vent.
bit, and it wasn't nothing to, you
But,
know.
you know, and my dad would talk about somebody he knows who is an engineer who would take all his stuff out, work, and then put everything away. And my dad thought, wow, that's just, he could never do it. And so everybody's just different, you know? And, my mom might watch a TV show that my dad didn't like. Oh, she would watch football and get all upset about football. And my dad would say for 60 years, why do you care about them? They don't care about you. He couldn't understand why she would get so upset about a football game because he didn't watch. Well, these are things that aren't going to change, and they weren't asking them to change. And so when something doesn't change, what I suggested looking is what are the gifts each person brings to the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
What's the gift each person brings to it? Because that's what each one is bringing that the other one isn't bringing. And you think about that instead, and we can't. You can't. What does therapists always say? You can't change what people do. You can only change your reaction to it.
Yes,
So,
that's okay. I was just watching. I was
yeah,
watching the love out there.
you
I,
watching
I
the
was
love out
watching.
there.
I was watching somebody try to be mean, and I was just going to sit here and watch. I didn't say nothing. I'm just listening to you, but I was sitting here watching, letting them get them. It's like, go ahead, try to hurt the Rainbow Grannies. You guys are in trouble. It's like, oh my goodness, no, they didn't come in here trying to pick a fight with us. That's nice when I don't have to say nothing. Because if I say something, you know what happens? We end up in
Oh, then we
TikTok
end up in
jail.
TikTok jail. So between you and me, what's something you bring to the relationship that I don't? What's something I bring to the relationship that you don't? And I don't mean the
Ooh,
relationship. I mean the family household.
yeah.
You know.
Oh well, I have the decorating eye
Yes,
because
you
you've said
do.
that about me
I
many
do.
times.
Yes.
I mean, and
And I don't ever interfere with it. I mean, I might have in the beginning, I think, but I think all I did was talk with you about what was important to me, and that makes more sense than saying why you da 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 da. It's more like,
I think
oh,
we
let me
managed to
rearrange
work
the
through
room
it.
like this. Now I know what's important to everybody.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And what I find, food. Yes, yes. I do cook good. But the stability. You bring stability, knowing that everything's stable and good. It's all good. Because if I start feeling a little like who, you're like everything's fine, we're okay. It's like
Uh,
an extra bill's due or something like that, and I'm like, oh, and you're like, we're not going under the bridge, we'll be all right. It's like, okay, thanks. I think because I don't want to live under the bridge. But I'm gonna tell you right now, while I have a cousin that's in here listening,
yeah,
Margie Fuller is on here. So if you guys want to follow her, you can. Margie Fuller has a really nice house up on Lake Erie, right?
yeah,
So,
very nice,
so
nice,
before I
yeah.
ever live under the bridge, you know where I'm gonna be? I'm gonna be right up there in Margie Fuller's house, sitting there looking out over the river, over Lake Erie, talking about, yeah, life is good, ain't it?
So,
Let's see.
with this question, I missed something
I
about.
don't know. What's
Yeah.
your grandma say though? Oh, I don't know who you're talking to.
Squat at Margie.
That's it. That's exactly where we going. We going to squat at Margie's. I'm gonna sit there and then climb down over that hill and maybe fish a little bit and then climb back up over. Yeah, maybe I put a little tent down there over the edge there and just spend the night. Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be nice. You know, Margie, all Edie wants to do is,
Fish.
All she wants to do is fish and have a clean bathroom to
That's
go to,
all.
when
Just
she's got to
rest
run
when
in for a minute.
When I'm tired, I want to rest.
You
How
don't
did
want,
you
we don't want to
navigate
build her a
family
house.
challenges? Well, you know what, KK, I did have some family challenges. With being part of the African American community, you know that a lot of times there's a basic of religion, and in that, the way I feel about religion is in religion comes a lot of hate, and you don't have to agree with me or whatever, but I know that we would hope that some people don't back who you are or who you are because they're so busy hating.
Mhm.
You know,
And I wouldn't say that religions are built on hate. I would say that people misinterpret and use it to
right?
hate.
Yeah,
I don't even know if they misinterpret. I think they just use it. They
as
just use it to say, I hate you, and look, my religion's behind me, and they just make
right,
this up and
right.
justify it and
So
pretend.
anybody that in my world, when I decided who I am and figured out who I was and everything, anybody that is not in my world no longer has to be in my world.
Hmm.
I just like that's it because my world involves me and what's important to me.
Hmm.
You know, I
Hmm.
can't spend the rest of my next 20 years worrying about if somebody cares about me, likes me, loves me, whatever. I can't do this, because I only have, like I said, 20 more years or so to go, and that's it.
Yeah, and that's what some folks are saying here. One person said, my girlfriend and us, our family, they just know they have to accept us as who we are, or we just walk away.
That's it. I just can't. So, I mean, I'm sure that I have people out there that don't, care or love, me for who I am. But honestly, I don't even remember them or miss them.
Hmm.
It's just like it
Hmm.
just goes, and that's just it. I mean, I probably, if they came to me or sent me a letter or something, let me know something, I would probably, it would stick in my head for a minute.
Yeah, well, Sweet D is saying, how do you fully let them go? And what I'm thinking about is this. I mean, I haven't been faced with anybody, any family being really mean to me. My family accepts me and they accept Edie and welcome us
But if
and
there is any
all
out
this.
there that don't, you
I
don't
don't hear
even,
from them.
yeah, you don't hear
So
from them, so you don't even think about them. So it's what it
yeah.
is.
So I'm asking your forgiveness first for anybody who is facing this to think that I've got an opinion about it. The only opinion I've got about it is having met people who are like that, who don't like gay people,
Here,
who would, is that if it's somebody in our family and we don't want to, and letting go of family is hard, I think it's always about looking behind it, looking at what makes that person feel the way they feel. And they feel this way because they really believe this
here,
is
I
what
might be able to plug it
religion,
here.
so they really feel that this is that their religion says they can't accept this and they really want to save your life and they're really worried for your soul and all of that, then just accept that that's who they are. That makes it easier to just let them go, I think. You don't have to hate the family member who's
Yeah,
hating on you. It's more of just understanding where they're coming from.
because
They
hate doesn't
don't,
do your heart no good
yeah.
either. We
And
always
so,
wonder, how can they hate people because of this? And how can they hate
right.
people because she's gay? How can they hate people because she's married to someone else that they don't like,
Hmm.
another nationality or whatever? I mean,
So,
it won't do you
yeah,
any good. Either
yeah,
way won't do you any good. So don't throw the hate on them. Just look at it
yeah.
as you don't have nothing else to do with it.
So the thing, you can't let go by hating. That's not an option. But you can let go by saying, okay, this person has these real problems that's behind them, why they can't accept me. I'll just leave the door open because if they ever come around, the door's still open.
Right.
Because that's if you don't want to turn your back on family because you know you can't. You keep thinking about them anyway. Well, it's just to let them stop hurting you by putting those boundaries up, saying, I'm not going to come here so you can talk bad to me. But you just leave the door open in case they come around because over time, a lot of people do come
They
around.
do. It's really amazing because I've
Hmm.
experienced that in my own life, where people were not, on board with who I am, but I still get my messages, hey Edie, how you and Judy doing, and it's like cool, we're doing fine.
Yeah, Kelly here is also saying that's why it's so important to find your chosen family. I love my birth family, but some of them I have lived without for years.
Right. And Kelly, we totally understand that. And that's what a lot of people in the gay community need too, or should I say the LGBT plus community, because I want to make sure you realize we're talking about
Yes.
all of us.
Yes.
We need to have our chosen family, and people that are not even gay, they need to have their chosen family too. You wouldn't believe how many people out of right now, there's 60 people in the room here or on the chat here. There's probably maybe 10, 20 typing, right? The rest of them are all sitting back there. They're all trying to learn something too. So what they find is some of them are not of the community, but they're sensitive to the community and needs. But they need something too. So that's when you find your chosen community.
Right.
You're chosen. And a lot of people find that in the old days, they found it in church. You find it by joining these senior groups or joining groups that there's a drumming circle that I see. These are people that they get together like that and they find their little chosen family. And when the holiday comes, they go to somebody's house and have Thanksgiving dinner or Easter dinner because those people make them happy.
Yeah. I also thinking about, straight people who are allied, but they have to still reckon with other straight people who are phobic. Then they've got to have their chosen families too. Is that kind of what you're talking about?
Yes, and I do understand. Look at here. This says, I like to go out of my way to be nice to people that are prejudiced.
It makes them kind of angry.
Yes, you little bully, you. Let's see. No, I probably shouldn't use that word. If by chance something happens and we get knocked off of TikTok, and I end up in TikTok jail, you will find us on Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies.
Yeah, so glad you came across my For You page.
Oh, thank you very much, Frank. How you going? It's good to see you. What state are we in? The state of confusion.
There you go.
You like that?
There you go. There you go.
No, we're in Pennsylvania. I like that. I've probably been waiting a lifetime to use that. Woo. Yeah. Let's see. Good. Definitely follow. Definitely, Frank. You gotta follow us. If you don't follow us, then my life is just like, what the heck? Hey, Maddie, how you doing? We're in Pennsylvania too. Thank you very much. Walking stick. That's what they call it now, huh?
What's that?
Walking stick.
Walking stick.
I have a walking stick. I mean, well, a regular walking stick, a real one. Hey, Judy. Bless you both. Thank you very much, user with numbers. Let's see, I'm in Delaware. Would love to invite you
both for breakfast. We would enjoy that too.
Heck yeah.
What are you making?
You know what? How come somebody in Pennsylvania don't say, boy, or Pittsburgh? How come somebody don't say, hey, we're in Pittsburgh. I'd love to have you over for breakfast.
And would we go over for breakfast? Or
yes.
Would we say,
we don't know. We do a drive-by.
What if we meet at like
Panera?
Panera's first.
I would like to meet at Panera. That'd be good. Or Jody B's. We really like Jody B's. Jody B's is down in Forest Hills, and it's just a cheap little
gravy
diner.
And biscuits.
Okay, we'll risk it for gravy and biscuits.
We gotta go to Delaware,
but we'll risk it. We don't know you, stranger, but for gravy and biscuits, we'll go. We'll go. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, we've had a nice life, huh?
Oh, we have we have grandchildren, but we also have children. Our children are probably they probably put a secret tracking device in our phones. So
I told my daughter just last week, I seen where they don't cost a lot, those GPS tracking devices. I told her to buy a couple of them because they're not very expensive and put them in her suitcase because she's getting ready to make a nice little trip and everything. And I guess they've been losing suitcases right and left. And I told her it'd be kind of fun for her to, like, even in your like backpacks that you have like your stuff in, and in that way you could look at your phone and say, aha, it's right down there around the corner, and see where your bag is. It's so nice to meet you humans this morning. Thank you very much, Mommy to Many.
and Angela the Newark. So, but really, I mean, our suitcases. So, can we put some kind of tracking device in the suitcase?
Yeah, they're only about this big too. They're only about the size of a quarter.
Well, how much do they cost?
They're not very much. I just saw them on Amazon. You want? We're gonna order some. That's what we're gonna get, and then we'll like I'll swallow one when I get ready to go somewhere. And if I'm missing, you can look at me and say, "I found her." Right?
That's right. There we go.
I want AirPod tags. Wonder if I swallow them, like will they cause any kind of discomfort?
But I think if you want to apply for the White House, I bet you'll get a job.
Yeah, because I'm crazy. Oh my God, that means that there goes my resume, huh? Oh wait, I think she says do not swallow that. You are right. You are right. Anybody out there that's listening to Crazy Edie and Crazy Judy, do not swallow the AirPods. Don't swallow them.
Don't swallow batteries either.
No. No.
No, not good. Don't
Matter
swallow
of fact,
a wash either.
Don't swallow. When they look at you and say, do you swallow? Say, nothing. Don't swallow nothing. Hey, Michelle, thank you very much for joining us. Hey, Shannon over here on YouTube, thank you.
And Dylan said hi. Hi, Dylan.
Oh, hey, Dylan. Catherine, she said, if you're ever in Florida, stop by. Well, we do go down to Florida. My son lives in Florida. He lives in Bradenton. Let's see.
Papa Bear says I always spit.
That's right, Papa Bear. You got to be careful what you swallow, Don't be swallowing everything. It's definitely not them iPods and things and
That's
stuff
right.
like that.
That's right.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I try to stay away from all that stuff. You're scaring me. They scare me.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I think we might buy them.
Well, yeah, because we travel a lot, and I don't want to lose a suitcase. I didn't know they've been losing suitcases. I know airplanes have been crashing.
Well, if we swallow one and we're in the airplane and the airplane crashes, they'll be able to find us.
Yeah, that's nice.
I think we should buy them. Oh, that sounds like fun. We'll buy them, and we'll both take one, right? And we'll go like someplace like the mall and play hide and go seek.
See if it work.
Yeah, and then
I'll try to find you.
Put it in our pocket. Yeah, you can put it in your pocket. And we'll go to the mall, and I'll try to find you.
And pants purses.
Don't you think that would be so fun too? We could do it live. I'll have the camera and be like, "I'm hunting for Judy."
We should do that because we got to practice them and see. Let's see.
If
We have
work.
Granddaughter that says, "Good morning, Edie and Judy. Edith and Judith. Do you remember the fish that saved Pittsburgh?"
No.
Was that a movie?
I don't know, but
I
write it down so we can look it
Wanda,
up. I remember when they had that one fish. Remember
Jamie Curtis in it.
Remember Dawn Knotts? I always like that. The Incredible Mr. Limpet. And I liked that movie when I was a kid so much that I bought it a few years back, ordered it off of eBay. It was the stupidest movie I ever seen in my life. I can't believe somebody came along, The Incredible Mr. Limpet. Oh. And he was a fish. He was a guy and he was dating this woman and he fell in the water and he turned into a fish. And then he would look up out of the water and he could see her and his little fish face looked just like Dawn Knotts. I mean, I know right now it sounds like a really good movie.
You remember the movie Goodbye Charlie or something like that? I think it's called, and it was with
So your mom used to play that movie for you, huh? Yeah. Look, see, everybody remembers The Incredible Mr. Limpet.
Huh.
And I'm telling you though, I bought it. It was
dumb. Huh? I remember how about the Ghost and Mr. Chicken? He played in that movie too. And we just thought it was great. I wonder what it was like.
Memory unlocked. Oh, isn't that sweet? We did that last week too. We unlocked a bunch of memories. Oh my goodness! If Margie's still here, I need to touch base on what she had messaged me, because she said, you know how like you guys know
we're talking
when
about
things are scrolling,
childhood
yeah,
trauma,
childhood
right?
trauma, and you know how
And it
when
was
the
about
people
food.
are talking and it rolls past me and we miss it all the time, and I try to see as many as I can, but evidently I missed her, and we was talking about childhood trauma
It was
last week.
childhood food trauma.
Yeah, they were
specifically.
food trauma, but you know, of course, we had to leave that part out when we made our title, so people would wonder what it is. Oh my God, she said her childhood trauma was food trauma was when she came in the house from being outside playing and looked over into the sink, and there was a whole hog head sitting in the sink. Now that is something that would really, really get you. I mean, I don't even know how it would just every time you walked over to the sink to try to do dishes from that day
You'd wonder if
on.
there's a hog head in
Oh,
there.
just gross,
Probably
you
have
know.
nightmares. Probably get up in the middle of the night, wake up and need a glass of water. Say, no, I can't go in the kitchen for a glass of
You know
water.
what? I often wondered how people turn to be vegetarians, but that would just probably do it. I'm really surprised that she ever ate meat after that.
Uh-huh.
You know, or
Uh-huh.
just there's probably a smell that's involved too. You know, because I do
Probably.
remember like when Grandpa would clean bunny rabbits
Right,
and they
you're
would
going to
cook
talk
it.
about
Yeah,
that being an
I can
awful
smell
smell.
it. It's not awful. It's just
Not
a
a smell,
smell.
it's
It's a
very
weird.
distinctive.
Yes, it's just a weird smell. Let's see. Does it count that I was a nail
Nail biter.
biter?
And my father would put Tabasco on my fingers so I wouldn't. Yeah, I think that's
Did it
just so
work?
mean. I know people do that.
Did
Man,
it
who do
work?
that? I
Did it,
could never do that.
sweetie?
I
Did
think
it
that's so
work?
mean.
Oh my God. Let's
Our
see.
parents had wild remedies.
Yeah. Well, I do remember people putting like hot sauce on
Nope, didn't
people's.
work.
Oh, okay. I remember putting hot sauce on kids' thumbs that suck their
Yeah.
thumb, and you know. But the problem is with that, you have to be careful. They'll put their finger in their eye.
Oh gosh,
You
yeah.
know,
They're like, no, it didn't work. Just got a taste for
for Tabasco.
Tabasco. Oh yeah, my daughter was a baby, and the neighbor said, "Oh, she stuck her thumb. You better put some Tabasco on that thumb or something to break that habit, or she gonna need braces when she's older." And I just looked at him and said, "She likes to suck her thumb, and she'll just get braces when she needs them."
That's right. Now make sure you're tapping on
I
that
could have.
screen up there, because I see there's only 30,000 likes, and I know with all this time we should be hitting at least 50. Let's see. Thank you very much for all the new followers and all the people that are liking and loving and having a good time. Let's see. It just went beep. The thing just went off. I wanted to check that and see if there's a certain time of the day that does that.
Oh, okay. So it
So
is
it's 9:14.
9:15
9:15.
a.m. So we'll have to check it each day and see that when it goes off.
Thank you very much, Red Ball, aka Tracy, for becoming member number 86 of the team. And I don't know exactly what that is, but I think it's pretty nice that you did it. So up there in the corner there, guys, there's this little heart there that has, you probably don't see the numbers, but to see the little heart. And if you click on that, it's like free and it just adds, yeah, like that. Yeah, looky there. Looky there. Look at that. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Judy, scooch your head up and see if it puts it on your head. Here, let me help you move your head. Stop it. Help. Let's see. Hi, guys. How you doing? So it turned out to be a pretty good morning this morning. You know, you guys made me laugh. I thank you. Got anything else you want to make me laugh at? Sexy Sub. Now, who picked that name? Sexy Subs. Yeah, so
The neck grab, more childhood trauma unlocked. Yeah, you're not kidding, huh? It would be the ear. It'd be pulled by the ear. Remember?
I don't know. It all depended on who grabbed your head.
You know, I bet your kids are afraid to go to public restrooms. I bet they got
Little
a
bit.
phobia of public restrooms because when they were little and you had to get them in line, what did you do?
Yeah, I didn't have to do it. I just threatened. You know, once you tell somebody, you know, you need to make a trip to the bathroom, you straighten them all up like that, and then they know. You ain't lying. I know I ain't lying. I ain't lying on it. I'm telling you, everybody knows that how way it go. You know, don't make me have to take you to the bathroom, because I take you to the bathroom. We was at the restaurant yesterday, and this kid was in there acting like he had lost his mind. And so when I look at the parents, I think, how do you let your child come out here and act like they lost their mind?
Right.
How does this happen? Don't they think about the fact that, just because I have an extra $50 today, do I want to spend it eating, listening to your kids scream? No. No, I don't. No, I don't. I mean, I'm sorry. I love children too. Love them. Love playing,
But
having fun.
I wouldn't take kids out if they don't behave in
They
a
don't know how to
restaurant. It's
act.
not nice, pleasant for me or for anybody
Oh
else.
no, you could tell the mother wasn't having a good time.
Mhm.
You could tell she was unhappy.
Uh-huh.
I sent Edie a picture on Facebook of them books. Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Disney.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Yeah.
see. All took was a look from my
That's
mother. I know
right.
that, Beth.
I know.
Because you knew.
Mhm.
Once you get past that, and everybody knows that mom will knock you out. Don't let see, but that's what a lot of them don't know. Before you leave the house, you just everybody has an understanding, a clear
Mhm.
understanding. And the thing is, back in the old days, if you got out there and acted up, next time you wasn't going.
That's right.
You wasn't going. You gonna stay
That's
home
right.
with dad, grandpa, or somebody. Grandpa didn't want to go anyway. So if you had to stay home with him, you gonna sit right there and watch Wild Kingdom, and hope
Uh-huh.
that they came home and bought you something.
But there's a conversation going on YouTube because Granddaughter asked if we have a book to recommend. And so I talked about books earlier, so I just typed one in. And so that's why we've got a conversation going on about books now. And let's see, several have asked what books is everyone reading. So,
So what books is everyone reading over here on TikTok? Are you reading any good books? Anything going on? LL Cool J spoke the truth. Mama said, knock you out. I know that's right. Let's see. If we acted out on Saturday in the car while everybody,
no,
yeah,
we acted out. We
you sat
in the car.
while everybody else finished. Yeah, I know that's right. Good morning, Grannies. How are you? We're doing pretty darn good.
I think.
Let's see. You read Women Who, I don't know.
Currently, we're reading the Children of Blood and Bone series.
Ooh, that don't sound very good. It sounds scary.
Dances with Wolves, reading Wild and Wicked Things. Queens of Crime, book about real life mystery. And Gabriel said, my mother had the wooden spoon up in the dashboard
Ooh,
where we could all see it.
Oh my God. Even the neighbors' kids knew it was in there, huh? Oh my God. You know what? That's good. She had it right there. It was a reminder. She didn't even have to say
I'm
nothing.
reading 2 books of People's History of the United States and John Lewis.
That's good.
So far.
Let's see.
Just finished Sonny Hostin's Beach series.
Okay, that's
We're
good.
reading Patti Smith autobiography, Just Kids. It's a magical adventure set in Africa. Lisa Evans wrote a book called Inside Her. Somebody's reading that.
I'm sure it doesn't mean what.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure. Women Who Run with the Wolves.
All women should read that book. It's so good.
Sounds good. Because, I mean, I like thinking Running with the Wolves. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh.
Talk about that wooden spoon on the dashboard. That arm would come from the front seat and you had to duck quick.
Yeah. Oh, man, don't make her hurt her shoulder. Here we go. I took Megan. I took Megan, my daughter, last week to get her hair done. And she was, I just happened to go with her when she was going to get her hair done. And the receptionist had her nerve to ask her, she says, so are you tender-headed? And I looked at her and I said, the receptionist asked this, I don't know why they would ask the question like that. And I said, well, if she acts up, just take the brush and give her a bonk in the head, and then she'll settle down. And the lady's like, okay, thanks. It was funny because it's like I've never had a receptionist ask, are you tender-headed? This is Disney meets 50 Shades.
That's the book Disney's reading, currently reading and learn my lesson.
Well, I know the regular 50 Shades.
Yeah.
But is there really one called Disney meets 50 Shades? Because if it is, that's too freaky. That would be like Mickey Mouse in bondage.
Yeah, well, no, Nate's name is Disney.
I know. Okay.
Okay.
I don't
I'm
know.
trying to get an out here.
Yeah.
I wish my hairstylist cared if I was tender-headed growing up.
Yeah. Well, Megan is 33 years old and she does not. Don't ruin Disney for me.
I love that Mickey's immediately the
So, yeah, he is. What do you do? I mean, maybe we should write this. You know?
There we go. Somebody said, I'm an editor. Did I ever write a book? I think we got one and we got a topic now. Edie will tell the story and I'll just transcribe.
Uh, the day that Mickey took it.
The what?
The day that Mickey took it. Yeah. Let's see. Like Mama wasn't playing and said, we know the steamboat Willie was whistling for. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to be good now. Let's see what else it says. The book series I call Wicked Villains.
Wicked villain, but it's very much Disney character. It is. It's not about Disney. It's about the real Disney.
I don't know. Let's see. Minnie don't play like that.
Yeah, because Mickey called Minnie Daddy, and then somebody else said Minnie don't play like that.
I don't know what Minnie does. I'm scared. So we're gonna call it a day over here on the YouTube or on the TikTok.
Yeah,
and we're gonna call it a day and get off here and go have ourselves something, some breakfast and everything.
Oh, I can make us some egg white.
All right. Judy does make some really good egg whites with some fried onions in them. She'll saute little onions and then throw the egg whites in there and everything. And
I get fresh basil, Thai basil.
Yeah, because I grow all the basil around here. I'm a basil growing grandma. You know what I mean? How many of your grandmas grow all the herbs and spices that you need right here in the house? I'm growing thyme and basil and dill and oregano. I got a whole bunch of stuff just growing here. I want to thank you all for following us. If by chance you happen to be on TikTok right now and you're not following, click that follow button because that's the only way you're going to find out if we happen to be here.
Follow. I buy basil plants, but they last about a month.
Yeah, grow your own and grow them right here in hydro. Grow them in hydro. I haven't grown anything in that cracky system. That cracky system is one that you can make right real easy at home. See, I wouldn't grow anything that because that's free. But yeah, grow them right here at home. Get your own plants going and start them all going. And once they get good and healthy with lots of light, yeah, because them ones you buy in the grocery store, I don't know what's wrong with them things. They're not. There's something up with them. They don't last anytime at all.
Thank you, Granddad. They're always hitting the like to show support.
Thank you very much. And tapping is clapping. I want to make sure that's right. Everybody that's here, at least you listen to me. Make sure you're following because it's the only way you'll know we're here. It's the only way you'll know when you turn on your TikTok and be like, oh, Edie and Judy, Rainbow Grannies is there.
That's right.
In case I forgot to tell you, let me tell you one more time. I'm Edie.
I'm Judy. Together we're the Rainbow Grannies.
Yay.
Hey, Catherine, hang on here too. And everybody here on YouTube, hang on because when we do say, sign off of TikTok, we're going to everybody coming over here to YouTube.
That's right.
Wow.
So,
secret of the day.
So we've got the secret of the day that we're going to share over here on YouTube. So we're saying goodbye to everybody on TikTok. If by chance you want to know the secret, you've got to come on over to the YouTube right now.
And Judy Rainbow Granny, that's the name of the YouTube. There's also a link from Edie's profile.
Yes, on my profile right now, if you click on that, it'll take you directly to the YouTube. I want to make sure that when you come over to the YouTube, type in the chat, I'm here, or something. Just say, hey. So we'll know you're all over there and you're ready to hear the secret. I want to thank you all for having a good time with us and coming and everything. And we will see you probably next weekend. Yep. Make sure you watch your videos too. Help us grow. I need money. Money, 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 money.
Supplement your
I
retirement.
need to supplement my retirement because this is, yeah. I need more fishing equipment.
You need retired, gone fishing.
That's it. Okay.
Okay, everybody, hang on here on YouTube. Stay. I got something. And Edie will probably come up with something else, but
Thank
I got
you.
something.
I'm so glad you've got
Jane
something.
is here.
Okay.
Survive Anything
Oh,
is here.
it's good to see you, Jane. It's good to see you surviving anything. Thank you very much for jumping on over here.
MHW is here.
Yep. See, that's good. Make sure you minimize the chat. Click on the thumbs up.
Kathy's here. St. Louis Slim, you've been here. So reading Cooking Light.
Thank you very much. You guys, I mean, it's so nice when I can ask them, to come on over, and they come on over. I know it's difficult. Some people don't like to chat in this format or this format because they get used to different formats.
Right.
But we're trying to keep our options open in both ways so that,
Especially if something happened to one, you can all find us on the other.
Right. So we can continue because
Edie's a good Girl Scout.
You it's obvious that so many of you really enjoy coming here and having coffee with us on Saturday and Sunday, but we enjoy it too. It's almost like our own little therapy kind of thing too. We have all kind of advice. We have over 120 years of experience and at least 40, 50 years of advice. I mean, if you burn your finger on a stove, ask if somebody has burnt their finger on the stove. Ask them, was it hot? And you know what? They will tell you, yes, it was. Yes, it was. And so they'll try to deter you from putting your finger on that stove. But sometimes you got to do it yourself. Sometimes you just got to put your finger on that stove, burn it yourself, and find out all on your own.
And that is Edie's secret, but I got one too.
No, that's just my words of advice for today. I'm telling you, they all know it. They all know it. You can't save. If you need to write down your secret so you don't forget it, but you can't save the world from doing stupid stuff. You can tell them, but we all have to live our own truth in our own life. We all have to do it so that all of a sudden we'll be like, oh shoot, why did I do that? Because we all have to learn. Live and learn. That's what they say.
You are so good.
Yeah. So you ready?
Don't go away yet. I'm
ready.
Here.
I'm waiting on Judy's secret.
Over here. We got. Is that an alarm going off?
Is it going to beep beep? Yeah.
I think so.
Did you go
Don't look around your house. It's happening here. I'll be right back. Edie will entertain you.
I don't know if it's still playing or not, or they're still alarming because you figure it goes off so often that.
You don't even hear it anymore.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I'll hear beep beep. Oh, okay. Kathy said, "What's beeping?" So you let Judy know, huh? It's like every few days or so, and I don't even know. We don't even know.
Here's my secret of the day. We've got a happy birthday song for Catherine because it's a birthday today. She was with us all morning for a birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday.
It's your birthday, Sha. Hooray.
Hooray.
It's what I come to say. Another year older and wiser, too. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Catherine. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with us and spending the whole day with us. This has been really nice. We love doing this. If you guys have any kind of topics you want to cover, anything you need to talk about or you think we should talk about, anything you want us to even research, we'll look it up. We do try to stay away from politics, because that's depressing. We want happy. So,
okay,
that's it.
We'll see you next weekend, unless we decide to snap more green beans or something. See ya. Have a great day, everybody.